Have you ever wondered how one of the world's most advanced civilizations, ancient Egypt, got its start? Well, let's travel back in time, around 5,100 years ago, to around 3,100 BC. This was a pivotal moment when the upper and lower regions of Egypt were unified under the rule of the first pharaoh, Narmer. This unification marked the dawn of what we now recognize as the ancient Egyptian civilization. An essential catalyst for the development of this civilization was the Nile River. Its fertile banks provided the basis for agriculture, enabling the Egyptians to grow crops and sustain their society. The Nile was not just a source of food, but also a means of transportation, a route for trade and communication, and even a spiritual symbol in Egyptian mythology. So, the foundations of ancient Egypt were laid, setting the stage for a civilization that would last for 3 millennia. The Old Kingdom, often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids, was truly a golden age, wasn't it? This time period, spanning from the 27th to the 22nd centuries BCE, witnessed an unprecedented surge in architectural achievements, the most iconic of which are the pyramids. These grand structures, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, stand as a testament to the architectural prowess of the Egyptians. The Great Pyramid, built for Pharaoh Khufu, was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Imagine that. But it wasn't just Khufu who left his mark on the sands of time. Pharaohs Khafre and Menkaure also commissioned monumental pyramids, each unique in its design and purpose. Khafre's pyramid, for instance, was accompanied by the Great Sphinx, a limestone statue of a reclining sphinx, a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human. These pharaohs were not just builders, though. They were leaders of a thriving civilization, administrators of an expanding kingdom, and spiritual figureheads who were believed to be gods on earth. Their rule marked a time of prosperity, peace, and cultural richness that is still admired today. The legacy of the Old Kingdom lives on today, with the pyramids standing as a testament to their incredible achievements. These awe-inspiring structures serve as reminders of the grandeur of a civilization that once flourished on the banks of the Nile, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Following the chaos of the First Intermediate Period, what led to the reunification of Egypt in the Middle Kingdom? In the wake of turmoil and disarray, a powerful figure emerged, Mentuhotep II, who is credited for bringing about this era of reunification. He skillfully maneuvered the political landscape, consolidating power and bringing the fragmented regions under one rule. Thus, the stage was set for the Middle Kingdom, a period often referred to as the Classical Age of ancient Egypt. This era was marked by prosperity and stability, as the land once again flourished under a centralized administration. The River Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, was harnessed effectively, leading to bountiful harvests. The granaries were full, trade thrived, and the economy was robust. But the Middle Kingdom wasn't just about political stability and economic prosperity. It was also a golden age of cultural development. Literature, art, and architecture thrived during this period. The tales of Sinuhe and the eloquent peasant, the intricate jewelry of Dashur, and the impressive architecture of the mortuary temple of Mentuhotep II, all these bear testament to the cultural richness of the Middle Kingdom. The advancements of this era extended beyond the tangible. It was a time of philosophical introspection, of probing the mysteries of life and death, leading to a rich tapestry of thoughts and ideas that would influence generations to come. The Middle Kingdom, often overlooked, was a period of significant cultural development and political stability. How did ancient Egypt reach its peak during the New Kingdom? Well, it's a tale of power, expansion, and extraordinary rulers. The New Kingdom, spanning from the 16th to the 11th century BC, was a time of unprecedented prosperity and artistic splendor in ancient Egypt. This era was marked by formidable pharaohs who left indelible marks on the annals of history. Take Hatshepsut, for instance, one of the few female pharaohs, who not only reigned successfully for over 2 decades but also commissioned countless architectural marvels. Her most famous accomplishment was the mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahri, a testament to her ambition and vision. Then we have Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh, who shook the very foundations of Egyptian religion by introducing monotheism, worshipping only the sun disk, Aten. His reign, albeit controversial, was a significant turning point in Egyptian history. Of course, we cannot forget the boy king Tutankhamun, whose tomb, laden with unimaginable treasures, unveiled a wealth of knowledge about royal burials and rituals. His legacy, though short-lived, continues to captivate the world. Lastly, Ramesses II, often regarded as Egypt's greatest, longest-reigning pharaoh. His reign saw extensive military campaigns, monumental constructions, and an era of wealth and prosperity. The New Kingdom was also a period of significant territorial expansion, as Egypt established its supremacy far and wide. The construction of the Valley of the Kings, a royal burial ground, further highlights the grandeur of this era. The New Kingdom marked the peak of its power, leaving us with some of the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. Every empire has its fall, but how did the mighty ancient Egypt meet its end? The decline of ancient Egypt was a slow process, a gradual erosion of power and prestige. It wasn't a single event, but a series of invasions and internal struggles that chipped away at the once mighty civilization. The Persians, for example, invaded Egypt not once but twice. They dominated for centuries, reducing the Egyptians to a vassal state. Then came the Greeks, under the leadership of Alexander the Great. They swept through Egypt, bringing with them their own culture and ideas. They ruled for nearly 300 years, further diluting the ancient Egyptian way of life. But it was the Romans who dealt the final blow. They annexed Egypt as a province of their vast empire, extinguishing the last vestiges of Egypt's independence. Among the last of Egypt's native rulers was the legendary Cleopatra VII. A woman of intelligence and charm, she tried to forge alliances to keep Egypt independent. But her efforts were in vain. Her tragic end, a suicide by a bite from an asp, marked the final chapter in the story of ancient Egypt. Thus ended one of the world's most remarkable civilizations, but its legacy continues to inspire us. Even today, thousands of years later, we look back with awe and wonder at the achievements of ancient Egypt. Its fall was a loss for all of humanity, but its legacy lives on. We've journeyed through 3,000 years of history, haven't we? From the rise of a civilization bathed in the golden glow of the desert sands, to the majestic era of the Old Kingdom and its awe-inspiring pyramids. We've traveled through the reunification of the Middle Kingdom, soared to the zenith of the New Kingdom's empire, and witnessed the heartbreaking fall of this astonishing civilization. Ancient Egypt's influence is undeniable. Its mysteries continue to fascinate us, reminding us of the indomitable spirit of humanity.